Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue working on part 3 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add the furnitures and then the doors and then some detailed lines. Now we're going to continue working on this by starting with the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a section line right about here. This is in order for me to see on this side. So I'm just going to press escape there and then go from the bottom to the top so that it's facing here. If, for example, you start on the top and then on the bottom, it will be facing this way, but you can always flip it anyway. So now what we could do is let's just stay here and then later on we're gonna change our views. So I'm just I'm just adding this now so that it will be ready for later on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to architecture. This will be model in place. Choose generic model and then press OK. And we're gonna add in an extrusion. Here I'm gonna choose rectangle and then I'm going to add around 900 from this. So I'm gonna add 900 right about here. I'm just gonna leave some space for the fridge. So something like that, because we're gonna add a case for the fridge anyway. So just leave it like that. 900 is our depth. And then after that, let's change the materials, or let's add in a material. Here, I'm gonna go to miscellaneous and add something different. Just add in the paint. So this paint, apply, OK. And then let's click finish. And then let's go to 3D and don't click finish yet. So 3D, click 3D. And we're going to pull it up a little bit. Around 700 is good. Or maybe 700 is too short. Let's make it 850. Okay. After that, I'm going to add a void. So after this, don't click finish yet because we're going to add a void form, void extrusion, and then we're going to add the void extrusion right here. And then we need to set the face first. So let's pick the plane. Just to let you know, we're still on 3D, and then we're going to click the face here. And once we choose the face here, we'll be able to add in. So I believe we need to add, or we need to set the plane on this side because we're going to add a void here for the kick plate. So now it's right here, and we just need a little bit. Just let's make it 150, and then the height 150 as well. So that's good enough. Click finish, and here we're going to extend it like that. So from the end to end, and then we need to cut the geometry. So once we click the cut, it did cut, and as you can see, now we have a click plate. After that, what we could do is we're going to level 1 again and add in the top or the countertop. So go create again another extrusion. Now change this to a stone. So go to stone, and maybe we could do granite cut polish. Press OK, and then we just need to copy the same width and depth. Click finish, but go to 3D again so that we could see what we're doing. Just pull it up like this, and then just pull the bottom late like this. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to use align. We're gonna align to the face. As you can see, it's perfectly aligned. And now we could just pull this down and just estimate a 25. So 25 millimeters, just 1 inch top, something like that would be good enough. So I'm happy with this. Now we can basically click finish, and here we go. We have this one done. What we could do is we're gonna insert the sink. So I think it's better to insert the sink so that you know that, or you can see what we're going to cut here as well. So let's insert load family, and then let's go to plumbing, architecture, equipment or fixture, sorry, and then sink, and let's just choose a proper sink here, which is this one is good enough. Click open, and then type in CM space bar to turn it around, and we could just add it in the middle like so. Once you're done, we could go to 3D, and as you can see, we need to void this form. So we could just select here and edit the type, and here on level 1 we could click void again and create a extruded from here. So I'm just going to create an opening, so let's change it to rectangle and just create an opening from here, something like that. Click finish, but change it to 3D so that we can manipulate what we did. Make sure that we're grabbing the void. So you can just click on your tab, and then from your tab, let's pull this up. So we just need to know what we're pulling up, not that one. So I want to just select this one, but let me figure out. So the void form is right here. It's basically easier to select it from the bottom. Luckily, we haven't added the floors yet. So what I usually do is I'm just going to extend it all the way at the top, and from the bottom just estimate it like that. Then after that, click cut, geometry, and then click finish. So it's still not appearing from what I'm seeing. So let's do it again. edit type, and then let's look for, so I'm just clicking on the void form. So let's do it again. It's easier to undo it. Okay, cut geometry. There we go. Once you click cut geometry, as you can see, there's an opening there. You just need to click finish again. And here you could just manipulate now some of them, but let's leave that because it's not something that will be shown anyway. So we're just happy that we have this void already now here. So after that, what we could do is we could load in the fridge so that we could create a case for that. So go to insert, load family again, go back to the main, and then it will be under specialty equipment, domestic, go to mid-range, and let's go with the fridge. So I'm gonna choose this, open, go to level 1, and then type in CM, spacebar, and put it in the wall. Let's make sure we move it so MV exactly in the wall. There we go. I don't want the text to be showing, so I'm gonna click it, edit type, and then I'm going to uncheck the show label, apply, and then OK. Click it again, and then I'm just gonna put it in the middle like so. And then once that's done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back here on our section, and I'm going to do another model in place, generic model, press OK, and then we're going to add an extrusion. You will need to pick a plane, and we need to set it on this wall. After that, let's use rectangle to create this. And then delete this. And then slice this. So SL, split element. Press escape. TR, trim and extend. So that was trim and extend. And then SL for split element. It's under modify. After that, before you click finish, you will need to change the materials. So you could just go to miscellaneous again and choose a different finish. Let's try this one. Click apply and then OK. Click finish. Before you click the last finish, we could just extend it from here by using this arrow and handle. We want to make sure that it's not too much for this space, and we need to give it some room here. This is just perfect enough for this space, so we're just gonna give it some room like that. Click finish, and it will look like something like this, and it looks perfect. What we could do is we could also extend this one all the way to the top. We can even add some storage right here at the top. So that's something that we could do later on. Or maybe we could do it now since we're here. So I'm just gonna align this at the top of the wall, like so. I'm going to edit this and go back to section, which is we could just click it here, section number 1, and then we already clicked the um, edit, and then we're going to add void extrusion. Pick a plane, and we're going to pick the plane of the extruded part. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna create a void, AL, like that, and then we're just gonna copy. So some storages at the top. I think that's something different. Open storage, and then before we click finish again, it's already extruded or cut. So that's good. It become easy for us. We just need to extend it a little bit so that we have the depth, and then we can click finish. There we go. It looks nice. So something that has open storage that we could just add some stuff there. So next thing we're gonna do is the cabinet at the top. So the cupboard. Let's go to section again. And here we're gonna create the case. So here it will be another model in place. Another generic model. Press OK. And then here we're just going to add an extrusion. Pick a plane, which is the wall again. And then after that, this will appear and you'll be able to create the cupboard. The cupboard, I want it to be around 900 from the top. And then here, we're going to set the depth to around 500 will be enough. And then here, we need to set the material. And again, we're just going to choose a random material. Let's use this one. Let's choose texture, wall texture, stucco. Apply, OK, and then click finish. Go to 3D to double check, which is good, and click finish. So we're good with this, but we need to create the cabinets, the face of the cabinets. So I'm going to go to section again and add the face right here. So we're gonna go back to model in place, generic model, click finish, and it will be another extrusion. Pick a plane, and we need to use the plane for the extrusion that we create. And then here we're going to add some cabinets like so. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna create a whole one, and I'm going to divide them. Maybe we could divide it from here like so. I'm not worried about the center line too much. And then here I'm going to just put it around 10 would be good. And then I'm going to copy this, and then multiple is checked. I'm just going to divide it by 4 like that, and I'm just estimating it. After that, we created some multiple lines, so I'm going to do that so that we could delete those ones that are small, and this one as well at the bottom. After that, we need to use SL, split element, here as well, and then here as well. At the top, and then now after we finish that, press escape, TR, terminate extend. Okay, and the extrusion, let's make it as 15 only, and let's change the material. Let's just use another plaster, and this will be the one under the one that we just added earlier, and we could just click finish. Once we do, let's look at it in 3D and see what we've come and created, and that looks nice. So we're gonna leave it for now here and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.